What's poppin', everybody? It's Mike with Everything More Store Show. Welcome to another episode. You guys got to forgive the pounds of t-shirts that's behind my back. My cheap dollar store closets keep breaking, so all the inventory that's right there. And I had a leak. Anyway, yeah. So in this particular video, what I wanted to talk about was diversifying your platform exposure that you have, right? So for a long time, pretty much this whole time, I've done exclusively eBay, right? So now what kind of had me like more so open to getting other platforms of exposure, you could say, is that eBay kind of like did me a little slimy, right? They lowered my seller standard. I made videos about it. If you watch this channel and you're a regular, then you know what they did. Anyway, so my seller standard went down, the ability to promote listings, and then even after that, it went down even more when some cases got open. So, with that being said, right, I talked to my partner Tone, right. By the way, once I get my little site popping and everything, I'm gonna go ahead and put his info in the description. You can tap in with Tone if you need marketing for anything, not just e-commerce business. If you have a physical location, if you have a niche product, if you have a clothing line, whatever, he'll get your stuff popping. So when that happens, I'm gonna be sure to blast him on this so you can tap in with him. You know what I'm saying? Y'all figure out pricing. He's real reasonable. Anyway, so what I'm trying to do basically is expand my platform, and so that's what this video is about, just to let you know not just my progress, but also to inform you so you can make certain educated decisions based on this. So now we already know what happens with eBay when they pissed off at you, right? Things get a little tricky sometimes, and they can whop you upside the head, right? And then in that, your sales go down, everything goes down, and you're not at the on the financial bracket that you were before, all because you didn't really diversify, right? So what I wanted to talk about in this particular video is the possibilities of opening up a website, right? So you can have a Shopify, right? Which is what I'm doing. I'm going to get a website on the Shopify. Yeah, so you can have a Shopify and you can get your Shopify popping. You can link that to your eBay, which is what I'm doing. Now, you can automatically, well, I don't know if it's automatically. There's a process I'm going to learn tomorrow, but you can export all your of your items from eBay onto your Shopify with the same description, the same everything, right? You can link them, you can export them. So once you do that, let's just say you have 1,449 listings on eBay. Bam, you just refresh it and it goes to the Shopify. From my understanding, he's going to kind of give me the play-by-play, I think, tomorrow. But bam, so it goes over there. So now, what are the benefits of having an additional website? Number one, all you're doing is paying hosting, right? So a Shopify, I want to say it's like $60 a year, right? $60 a year is cool, man. That's easy. That's not really a big deal. $60 is like 2 sales on eBay, or maybe 1 sale, whatever you're selling. It's no big deal if you pay yearly, right? Now, with that being the case, right? Get it out the way in one whop. Now you're that's your fees, right? They don't charge fees. I just found this out. I didn't know that. If I'd have known that, I might have been doing this a long time ago. They don't charge fees, right? Now, so what you can do is that you can get your little ads. You can get your. Basically, he's more educated. Maybe I can make a video with him sometime, and basically also endorse him, and also let you know, like, for he could let you know every like detail on the certain things. So you can pay for your ads. You can do shopping ads. You can do. There's some that are pay per click. There's other ones that are not. I guess is how. All this is new to me. I'm just used to like the regular eBay platform. So anyway, with that being the case, let's just say you sell some on eBay to export. Or I mean, let's just say you open up your Shopify and you already have an eBay. Your Shopify store just charges a hosting fee, a yearly or monthly, whatever. I just did the yearly, just to get it out the way, right? I'm under an LLC, right? Now, something to keep in mind is that they don't charge fees, just tax. But they don't charge anything besides hosting. They pay the tax, and the tax goes to you. So at the end of the year, you're responsible for the taxes, according to how I understand it. So with that being the case, there's no 10%. There's no promotion listing fee, none of that, right? So in your own way, if you want to do additional something, then yeah, it is. But if you're just doing it standard how most people are doing it, then no, there's none of that. So what you can do is you can also endorse your website. I don't know if you can do this or not, actually. I don't want to give no bad information, but I've seen people do it. I'm not sure if they're allowed or not. You can endorse the website on your eBay page, right? So now, in addition to that, what you can do is, let's just say, for example, you sell this phone. It's a Samsung 22, S22, right? You sell this phone, okay? Now you sell that phone, and then you can put, and you obviously you package it, bubble wrap it, whatever. Put it in, put it your card or flyer, or whatever piece of information. Visit my site. There's no fees, and I will give you a 10% discount on anything listed, right? So basically, you're making the same money, and they're more inclined to do that because they're not having to deal. You get what I'm saying, with all the bureaucratics of eBay. And you're giving them a 10% off. So they pay tax, but at the end of the day, what you overuse is gonna get at eBay, you're gonna get it them, and less than that, matter of fact, because they're charging on like probably 10 or 12%, something like that, and really it's less than that because, right? The reason is because there's no tax, so you're gonna give them the discount. You're just gonna pass the discount and get them. Now they got you locked in, right? So let's just say, for example, if you sell, let's just say hypothetically, you sell 10 items a day, right? There's 365 days in the year. So that's 3,650 items in a year. That means that 3,650 people are going to get your Shopify site. You get what I'm saying? This is organic. This isn't. So you have SEO, search engine optimization, which I'm sure I'll learn more about more, and I could talk about it in this video and educate on the little bit that I do know about it. But this is just from your eBay, right? So if you have 3,650 people looking at your Shopify site, and I guess on average it's a 1%, or no, excuse me, it's a 10% buy through, right? If that's the case, it's either 10% or 1%. Anyway, let's just say I'll give you both the numbers. If it's 1%, that's still at like what, 30 items that you could sell in a year, which isn't that great, right? Now on the other hand, I think it's 10. I want to say he said 10%. I forget the number. Anyway, the point is, let's just say, being that this is not a internet thing, you're doing it from eBay and it's person to person, it's word of mouth. They know they can get things cheaper. Let's just say you sell phones. They need phones. They buy phones, fix phones, whatever. You sell phones for parts, whatever the situation. Blah. You're good. So 3,650 items. Let's just say only 10% of those people buy. That's still another 365 items that you selling off the rip with no charge. So let's just say, let's just do a little math here, right? So you got, I'm hella old school, huh? I got paper and a pencil. So let's just say 365, right? Right? Okay. So average item in my store is like 40 or 50 bucks, right? On average. There's some that's less, some that's more, but let's just say, so let's just meet in the middle at 45, right? So 365 times 45, right? So this is just as if on average, this for the example. I'm not saying this is what's going to happen. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 6 is 30. 5 times 3 is 15. Plus 3 is 18, right? Put the 0. That's 20. 6 times 4 is 24. 25, 26. 4 times 3 is 12. 13, 14. So 5, 8, 7, 4, 1. So that's still, that's still $14,785 in a year off of something that's not even eBay, that you're not paying fees, only taxes. You get what I'm saying? So that's another 14 G's and almost 15 G's that you're paying. I mean, that you're receiving off sending a flyer out. You can get a freaking 1,000 flyers from Vistaprint for like 20 bucks or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a win-win. Not to mention you can pay for SEO, search engine optimization, to get your name popping and all that. Not to mention you can pay for the click for ads. That's more of the expensive stuff, according to how Tone was telling me. Maybe we can make a video with him, and he could more so explain and give his information and where you can find him or his IG or whatever. He's made a lot of brands famous, known a little bit then, so just keep that in mind. Anyway, so that's $14,785. dollars that you could potentially make, just for the sake of the example, off of sending a flyer with your sales on eBay. That's something to think about, man. You know what I'm saying? That's really something to think about. And then let's say you had another, you used a different platform, because I'm pretty sure you can link other platforms. Let's say you use a different platform. Let's say you used one of the ones that's a little bit more weak, like Posh, Mercari, all that. I don't know if you can link those or not, but I know, according to what he was telling me, you can link the eBay and the Shopify. So with that being the case, man, it's time to start, you know what I'm saying, opening up horizons around here. You dig what I'm saying? It's time to, you don't want to just be on eBay. You feel me? You don't want to just do that. You want to, and then on top of that, you can market your own stuff. You can put it on Facebook Messenger. You can put it on your own Facebook. You can put it on this. You can put it on that. You can have people that's like known YouTubers shout you out, or put it in the link in the description. There's a lot of different things that you could do. You could also have somebody that has a popping Instagram. Hey, you need to use stuff, blah, blah, blah. Tap in right here, bam. Traffic right there. You get what I'm saying? So the point is that you're putting yourself in a good situation by expanding your horizons and allowing other avenues of sales to come through. eBay's cool, but nothing lasts forever. You get what I'm saying? And, you know, especially when you have like a little scare, that's kind of what pushes you to the point where you're like, yeah, I'm cool. I mean, let me open. You ever have maybe like, you know what I'm saying, a little you know, say you sell trees or something like that, and then the plug, oh, I'm need 400 for this pack. All right, cool, let's go, whatever. And then the next one, he like, oh, this is some fire. I need some 8. I need 8. But really, it's the same thing. He just know that you winning, so he felt entitled. You know what I'm saying? That's so you kind of, okay, I don't know about that, but let me open my horizons a little bit and see if I can find Cool Breeze up the street. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he'd give it to me for $4.50 or something like that. Like, I ain't finna be messing with you. You don't want to mess with them. They kind of temperamental. They kind of finicky. Yeah, I want to mess with them. I'm not blowing them out of the whole equation, but I want to have something as a backup plan. So with that being the case, why not get your issue popping somewhere else and expand? You get what I'm saying? Like, that's it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I mean, obviously, I'm not going to expand to something like Amazon. Like, they suck. But anyway, my point is that it's time to open up these horizons, man. So that's something to keep in mind, guys. I'm going to let you know how it goes when I get it. You know, this is an independent site. It's on Shopify, but it's independent of eBay. It's independent of any other platform. It's just being hosted by Shopify. So anyway, I hope this video was beneficial. If you have any type of questions about what I got going on or what my boy's doing, you're saying, don't even trip. We'll put it all in there. You get what I'm saying? So I'm here for you and your e-commerce needs. I can help you the best that I can for what I know. I'm not no expert in nothing, but I know a decent amount about a little bit of e-commerce and what works for me. You get what I'm saying? So what works for me might not work for you, but it's a good chance that it will. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, tap in, man. And when you're ready to get your marketing and your all that stuff popping, holla at my boy Tone, and I'm going to make a video when it's all done. I'm going to put his link and all that in the description. So tap in, man. Y'all have a good night. Salute. Thanks so much, and I'm out.